back. Another episode, Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. Got Chris, I'm Smoke. And today we got a special guest, but I'm going to let him introduce himself.
What's up, guys? My name is Teo B. I'm a reggaeton artist out of Gardena, California.
That's what's up, man. So, how long have you been doing the music?
I actually just started singing. Last December was my first time
This
hearing
past
myself.
December?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not this past one, but
a year ago.
a year ago.
Okay.
Was my first time actually hearing myself on like a recording, singing the first time.
Do you guys have plans for an album coming out soon?
We have a lot of singles dropping
Right.
in like 2 week spans. And we're thinking of dropping like an EP for the summer.
Okay.
That's good.
Right in time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, right in time.
So, are you guys considered what is it, like a band?
Are you guys a group or like when you guys as far as like your singles go, how is it listed? Is it
Oh, it's like Teo B and Fino III.
okay? But you guys are like individual artists or just doing like a collab project, or is it more like
It's more of like a duo,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah, like a duo, yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, where I was like, I wanted to ask you that. She wanted to ask you that because like me, like I rap and I my label's Blocc Life Entertainment. I have my boy Young Hit. So every time we do shows together, they're like consider us as a group, and they always put Blocc Life. But we're actually individual artists. We just do a lot of music together.
Yes,
That's
yes,
why
yes.
a lot of times it gets a little confusing. Like, were you guys a group? Is this a group or? So like now we're individual artists, but at some point we just started calling ourselves Blocc Life because it was just easier for us, like when we got listed on
Yes.
flyers
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff, you know. But yeah, that's why I was kind of.
So it's like a collective name.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah,
you guys are separate
of
artists.
everybody.
Yes,
Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
So, what's your next single that's gonna come out soon?
It's called Prohibido. It drops the day before Valentine's Day, so on the 13th.
Right in time for everybody.
Right in time for Valentine's Day.
It's a love song, or
Sorta. It's
Okay.
like yeah, sorta.
yeah, for sure.
So you guys have the one that kind of got a lot of headwave is Sirena, right?
Yeah.
Well,
That was our first song we
what was the
actually
inspiration
released.
on that one?
It's so we wrote this. Usually when we record songs, we don't like write them before we record. We kind of freestyle the songs. But that song was our first song we released, and we wrote that one down before. So we put a lot of thought into the lyrics for that song.
Okay, yeah.
So was it about somebody or
It's about
someone?
yeah. It was between both of us, so we were like both throwing in
Going through
lyrics.
it?
Yeah.
Some stuff and kind of like a collaboration of thoughts and feelings. That you guys both going through and kind of made it into like if it's like one person, even though it might be like two.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes. So that song actually, it's been playing in clubs.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first time like our song got played in clubs, and it played on the radio. It played on the radio. Yeah, it played on the radio.
Really?
That's
Yes.
dope.
That's
Oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah, I played on the radio.
So hopefully you start getting those funds
Yeah.
that come with the
Yeah.
radio plays, right? I know
Yeah.
it's very minimal, but I mean something.
Mhm. Yeah, it was exciting. And yeah, again, that was our first song that we released. That wasn't too long ago too.
Well, that wasn't the first song that you said. You guys told me that you when you first it's been about a year since you actually recorded something.
Yeah.
You heard yourself for the first time. That wasn't that one though, right? Or,
No. The first time I recorded, I sounded horrible. Like,
Yeah?
like nothing compared to now.
yeah.
It was just like pieces of songs together.
Yeah.
But that Sirena song is it's actually one of the first like full songs we
That
recorded
you guys actually
together.
released.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you both Chilean and Ecuadorian?
No. So I'm Chilean, Ecuadorian.
Okay.
And then my partner is Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. So he's
Yeah.
like, let's go with the reggaeton for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one that actually introduced me to recording music and everything
Nice.
like that. Yeah.
Gotta try
He
to
showed
make
me how
that
to do
money
everything.
somewhere or the
Yeah.
other, right?
Stop.
So you guys write your music. So who's your inspiration? If you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
Right now, I'd say another Chilean artist. His name is Chris MJ.
Okay.
Him and Rao Alejandro. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know who that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rao Alejandro. So those two
Okay.
right now.
What about women? You ever heard of Pablo
Women?
Mama?
Yes.
She's like the shit, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's not only.
Yeah. She,
All right. So I mean, that would be a nice collab right there.
yeah, that would
You
be.
can get that, right?
Mhm. That would be cool. I really like Carol G too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
she's cool
another
too.
big
But
big name.
so what's your goal? Like where do you feel like you're gonna hit your pivotal point for yourself?
I'm not
like-
sure. We just gotta keep going.
Like,
As far
okay,
as
I'm
you
saying
go.
like,
As far as
what's
it
your
goes.
like main thing though? You want to make a full album? Do you want to like collab with somebody special or?
I think for now, taking it like step by step, I
Mhm.
think an album would be like the first
Step.
step.
All right, let's talk about Lao Lao. What's the inspiration behind that one? Because you guys say who's the main vocals on that one?
It's a back and forth
Yeah,
thing.
right?
It's a back and forth
But
thing.
you're saying that being stuck on somebody and
Yeah,
poisoned is
yeah.
pretty
It's pretty strong.
right.
Yeah.
Pretty strong, but relatable.
Right.
I think
To
it's a pretty
everybody.
relatable song to a lot of people.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Did you write that or your partner?
We both actually
Yeah?
wrote that, yeah. And that
Is that one like kind of how you say you freestyle it, or you guys kind of wrote?
so that one was freestyled kind of.
Yeah?
The hook to the song where we say all that, we hummed out a melody and then we added words to the melody.
That's dope.
So it just kind of just came out. It kind of just came out the way it is right there.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys say poison, so who pissed you guys off? I'm like, wow, that's pretty deep right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Shoot. But lo hacemos.
Mhm.
Is that how you say it? Right?
Yeah, lo hacemos.
Inspiration on that one. That one just dropped, right? Like
Yes,
a few days
yes.
ago, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. Less than a week ago.
Right.
Yeah,
I
less
seen
than a
that.
week ago. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna make a video for that?
We're thinking about it, but I think for now we're gonna focus more on getting more music
More
out.
music and
Yeah,
then go
because
back to the
yes,
videos.
then going back to the videos on the songs that maybe get more streams, do better.
Right.
hmm
That's cool, okay.
Yeah,
You excited?
yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. This whole process is really exciting. It's
It's a new venture.
it's new
you
for
guys,
us. It's
for
new
sure.
for us. Yeah, it's brand
So being that you like I say, you just kind of started actually recording music. When did you know that you wanted to do music? Like, or did it just kind of came out of nowhere and you're just like, no, I'm gonna try this out.
new. So I was actually thinking of, I think during the pandemic,
Yeah.
I downloaded FL Studios.
Okay.
And I was
okay.
messing around with like making beats and
Beats and
stuff. I
stuff,
watched some
okay.
like YouTube tutorials and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I never thought of singing.
Yeah.
And then I met in college. I met my partner, Enyo, Fino, and he invited. We both like the same type of music, and he invited me over to his house. And he had been making music for a little while, but he hadn't released anything. He was just like doing it like for fun, And
Like
yeah,
a hobby,
we got
but
to
kinda
record it,
like
yeah.
something that,
Mhm.
That's dope.
and that's how we started. We in his room with like a little setup, like a taped up stand.
Yeah, trust me, I know. It's like before, like I like really got like more of my equipment and stuff. It was just like I had a microphone hanging. It wasn't even like a studio mic. I think I had a regular performance mic or whatever, and I'd hang it on the closet and wrapped it around so it could hang.
Yeah.
And I would put like either like a towel like somehow like behind it just to kind of soundproof it a little bit. So it's like, yeah, man.
We all started
You
somewhere.
got to start somewhere,
Yeah.
and once you start, kind of being able to like knowing that's something that you want to do, then you start investing in yourself. And,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys on all platforms?
Yeah, all the songs are out on everything.
So you got a Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, everything.
Tidal,
yeah.
all
Tidal,
those, yeah.
Deezer, all those, yeah.
That was dope.
Everything.
You use a lot of,
Yeah.
what did you say? What do you use DistroKid for?
DistroKid, yeah.
We
your
use the
distribution.
distributor. That's who we use.
That's what you guys
Yeah.
DistroKid. All right, so you said you what's your partner's name that you collaborate with?
Fino III.
So every song that you guys have out, are you guys all of them together? Do you guys have like individual songs also, or
We have every single song recorded together. We have about 50 songs like done,
done?
done,
that's dope,
ready
man.
to release, and they're all as a partner, as a
That's good.
partnership.
Right. Don't put a we seen E on them.
Just-
You know how they
just-
separated?
No,
What the
no.
hell?
No, yeah, we
You know,
get along
'cause-
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. It's kind of like him and I. Like we kind of do everything together almost, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I would never think of doing this with
The
somebody else
split
for
is-
sure.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yes. The same way with us.
That's good. Yeah, you got your people. It's it's like last time my boy hit. As far as the music goes, we have I started when I was kind of trying to work on this album that I just released, but I started just doing individual songs. But then when I had gotten to know him, I've known him probably about maybe 12 years now. But when I started working on this project, it ended up being like I wanted to make it a compilation. I wanted like different artists, that I, either know or work with and kind of put it together. But Artist Flake and other people, it basically ended up being kind of pretty much a group album, just me and him. Like I think he has like 1 or 2 solo songs. I think same thing for me, but other than that, it was like the whole album. It was like I think 24, 25 tracks on that one. And and
it's just
and that's why there was always that confusion, because we'd always do our shows together. We're like Smokey Corleone, Young Hit, but then like, oh, what's Blocc Life? Well, that's the label. But again, just to make it easy on the flyers, I'm like, yeah, you guys can just put Blocc Life. Don't know it's us, But,
I get you.
But yeah, it's like, but that's what I'm comfortable with, like doing music. If I'm like doing, I've done music with other artists, other collaborations, but like as far as like really, like we on that same, we're different, but we're the same. So it kind of, I don't know, just
you guys click.
It meshes well. It meshes well. So
I get you.
Oh yeah. But so what's up next for you guys? Are you guys planning on like performing anywhere? Are you excited to get that opportunity eventually?
Yes. We need to practice. For sure. We, like I said, we haven't really sang in front of anyone yet.
But I mean, if you guys are already on the radio.
Yeah.
At some point, it's gonna call for that though.
So you guys better start getting that performance.
Soon. Hopefully soon. I think we just gotta focus right now on getting more content out. Because right now we have 4 songs out. Maybe getting that content out and then.
But yeah, 4 hits out. To me, I feel like they're really good. They're not like I mean, we go through a lot of music, right?
Yeah.
And I think this particular for you guys are, how old are you guys?
I'm 22.
That's pretty young.
Yeah, it's young.
To be sounding the way you guys are, whatever you guys are doing.
Real professional.
Yeah.
It's like it's matched really good. You guys.
It's pretty good.
Appreciate you guys.
So, hopefully you guys get
Hopefully
something
soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys get something soon.
Has anybody reached out, or do you have like people? Have you guys? Again, you're just trying to maybe kind of just get that music done. But has anybody actually reached out, like, hey, you guys should come do this, or?
As far as shows, no, not yet. Just like DJs asking if they could play your song in like clubs that they perform at, stuff like that. Yeah. But as far as performances, not yet. Maybe a small little like parties, like family parties, family friends.
You're gonna get it.
Hopefully soon.
But you guys also have to get that down too,
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure. Practice. As you're doing your music, and you get that down, but you do have to practice. As much music as I've done, I kind of get butterflies before I do a show, because it's kind of like, sometimes I'll go like a while without like really doing any shows, and so you gotta like kind of practice just to kind of get comfortable, knowing how you're gonna sound and flow, and me personally, like some people, like there's rappers, they can do a whole they'll do their whole set and just instrumentals or whatever, which I can do, but I've had a lot of bad situations where the mics go out, and then so you have the music playing, but you can't hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now with my music, I tend to have the backing track, or I have like my vocals, or I'll lower them a little bit so you can still kind of hear me. So that in case I have that type of situation, that's what made me start doing that. But there's different routes, ways to go about it.
Yeah.
Or if you're loud enough, maybe they'll hear you. But if your mic goes out, you don't want to strain your voice either.
Exactly. And then it's just the background. There's just the beat playing. Just the beat playing.
So at least if you have they can at least hear the song, or at least what you're trying to say, and then you can just go along with it, And it's not like, oh, he's lip syncing. No, don't lip sync. But definitely, I feel like it's always good to have that support. That backup.
Yeah, and he performs a lot of places, so he should know this.
So you have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I've had, like I said, I've gone shows and like where we were just instrumentals, and the mics go out, and because they're like little spots, so they're not like high tech shit. Like that's when I was first doing shows, and I was like, damn. So I'm like over here trying to rap and straightening my voice, and all you hear is a beat.
Yeah.
And then because people are loud, everybody's partying, drinking, whatever they're doing, so it's like so like I said, I was like, I'm gonna start doing it this way. I'm not lip syncing, so they're not gonna be like, oh, he's doing some Milli Vanilli shit or something like that. I'm like, it's just
Yeah, I've been to a lot of concerts where a lot of artists do that.
A lot of artists do that now. Like before, like, and it's not. I don't say, some people are like, oh, that's not hip hop. Now, you know what? As long as you're doing hip hop music, you're part of the culture. Like for us, it's like, and we're doing what we're doing, and it's like, but yeah, I've seen a lot more artists kind of doing that now, because you kind of have to sometimes,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or if like, you know, if like artists, if you rap really fast, you know, even like reggaeton, you guys go kind of fast paced. So sometimes you can lose. You know, you gotta catch your breath. You gotta catch your breath somewhere. You know, because I be here, I'm like, damn, all right, they be going off, and I'm like, damn, I wonder how they perform that shit. Because you know, sometimes it's
you run out of breath.
You run out of breath, and then you gotta be like, you know, whatever. So it's like at least you got something going while you take that breath, or you can stop for a second, catch your breath, and then you go back at it. You know.
Yes.
You know,
exactly.
But reggaeton's changed though, because from like our Daddy Yankee days to now,
it's completely different.
Different.
It almost feels like a new genre.
It actually is.
I feel like, I mean, I don't listen to a whole lot, but I remember like I think it was the mid, like what 2000s maybe, when it was like kind of popping, where like you start hearing it like on Power 106 or whatever, the different radio stations. But then it kind of seemed like, I don't want to say it went underground, but you didn't hear it as much on the radio. But now it's like within like the last maybe few years, like I hear it, and I hear more people like listening to it. You know, you hear cars passing by and they're listening to it, or
you hear the drums.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I live in a very Latin area, so.
So you definitely hear it around, yeah.
The parties be banging, you know, with fucking reggaeton for sure. That's never gonna go away, which is a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
But if you could, you know, collab with an artist from
back,
who
like back then.
Yeah.
You're like Daddy Yankee.
I feel like it has to be Daddy Yankee. It has to be Daddy Yankee.
Pitbull's a little bit different though.
Yeah, it's a little bit over here.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy Yankee's more like reggaeton.
I think he kind of created it, right?
I think I was watching something. I think he's the first person to say like reggaeton, like
I may be wrong, but
put a name to the genre. Yeah.
Because that's what like mainstreamed it for sure.
Yeah.
But
I think it'd have to be him, or Winston and Yandel, like you said earlier. Those,
yeah, I think those.
That'd be crazy.
Between them.
Definitely.
They're fine as fuck. But I don't know. It's just more of like, I would definitely, you're gonna invite me to your show when you get show, okay?
Yeah, when we get a performance going, I'll invite both of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that for sure.
And for sure, I'll tap in, because like I said, I work with different promoters and stuff. So they usually do, like the hip shows I do are hip hop, but I've had like artists that are like R&B singers, so it's a little bit different than what we're doing. But then I think I don't know if I had any reggaeton, but I've had like artists that rap in Spanish versus like, you know, the rest of us. So it still adds something different. So it can't hurt to bring it. So, you know, I'll talk to like some of my promoter homies, like once you guys are ready. And if they got anything going on, then
doesn't hurt to get your feet wet, right?
Yes.
Even if it's like the little spots. Sometimes the little spots, like, you know, and it's like that, because I mean, I've had shows where there's like 4 people in the audience, and I've had shows where the shit's like packed out, you know. Yeah. And then not that they're all just there for me, but that's just how, you know, they're just, you know.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes, so like starting off doing shows, and you'll have like artists that like bring people in, and there's some that just show up to do the show, and they don't care, they don't promote, they don't do nothing. So again, always promote yourself, like constantly. Even if it's not just a flyer, always promote your music, so that when you do have something, people are like, oh yeah, I just heard that song, or you know,
go check it
out. They're gonna want to go check it out, you know. But always stay promoting, you know, whatever you're doing. And but yeah, like, don't get discouraged, like if you ever go to a show and there's like only a few people there, because it happens. It's happened to everybody, you know.
Yeah.
You do small venues, do big venues, you know. Just as long as you're in there and you start getting more. And sometimes the small venues are good to get more comfortable. So like, you know, you
like more practice.
It's like practice basically. You can say I'm doing karaoke or some shit, you know, but like it's you know, you're just doing that, and then eventually, you know, it'll pick up.
Who would you say the biggest artist you performed with is?
Me personally, I don't know.
So this guy was in the Bone Thugs videos here.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid. I was in a few Bone Thugs videos. You know, back in the days, some hood shit connected to some other shit, and I was able to be in some videos. You know, but like, yeah, nah, I don't know. I mean, I've met a lot of people. Like shows, the most recent one that I've.
Sugar Free,
Dub C, West Side Connection. You know, who else? I don't know if you guys you're familiar with Nocturnal or not, but he was kind of big. He was one of Dr. Dre's artists at some point, you know.
Okay.
So like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that he had bigger shows.
Yes, and smaller shows.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like you gotta take the take them equally because
you give them both
equal
amount of effort.
You produce, promote it, and then just like it doesn't matter if it's like a show you're doing it at one of these big ass theaters or whatever, or like the Novo or something, or if it's a fucking little dive bar that's having a show or a promoter's throwing a show at. Try to treat it the same way, because it's like you never know. Sometimes you don't know who's looking. You might have like 1,000 people that like your music or whatever at like the Novo or something like that, but you might someone that can completely change your life be at one of these little dive bars just checking it out, because sometimes they tap in, they look like what's going on over here, or they'll see the flyer and they'll come around. We've had like, we've done shows or like people that they just pop up and then just check it out, and it's like, I've made some connections like that too, so you never know who's gonna be there, so always treat it the same, and but just have fun with it. As long as you're having fun with it, that's what's most important, because if you're having fun with it and you're enjoying what you're doing, it's like it's gonna flow. Everything's gonna it's
natural.
Gonna be good.
Like
when you feel like you're being forced and kind of like then that's it doesn't become fun, and that energy and like even like your music, it's gonna be affected, because you're not gonna and live life, because that's experience, life lessons. Obviously, the songs that you're telling us about, they're about people or relating to people, or that's your life. I mean, that's what I do. Just whatever I've gone through, I'll put it into music or some form or the other. Yeah. All right. So tell us more about your partner, Fino. Like, as far you say, you guys met in college, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of music? Is it just like reggaeton music that you guys had in common, or did you guys listen to other stuff, or?
So we met last October, actually. Okay. So not too long ago. But we got along really well, like right away. And what we had in common was we both like the same artists, the Chilean reggaeton artists, like Chris MJ that I mentioned earlier, all that. We both. There's not a lot of people like at school that listen to reggaeton, So we both like the same exact artists, and so
you guys clicked right off.
We clicked like with that, and then it started with him inviting me over. He had his little taped up setup.
Yeah.
He showed me how to like make songs actually.
Yeah.
I had no idea how it worked. He showed me like 4 bars, the 16 like the rhymes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. He showed me all that, and we started getting together just to record music. But then we started becoming better and better friends with that. And then the recording setup was at his house originally, and then we transitioned over to my house. I bought a mic. I got my laptop set up, the audio interface.
Yeah.
And he started coming over to my house.
Okay. So what made you actually sing?
What made me sing? Like I said, I was messing around with like FL Studios, like trying to produce beats and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know. It was him.
He's like, hey, do this.
He's like, hop on the mic real quick, and then I guess he liked how it sounded.
He busted a NWA Eazy-E.
He wasn't a rapper. Exactly.
He wasn't a rapper. But they threw him in there, and
exactly.
It took off.
So yeah, I guess that was what made me sing.
Yeah. So then you realize, like, damn, I like this. I can do
this.
I
like the singing more than the producing.
Yeah, because like back in the days, I used to like make all my own beats. Like I used to like. I have like projects that are like kind of lost in the wind because computers crash and shit like that. But I used to do all my own production and stuff. But then it's like I like rapping more than I like making the beats. But I like making the beats. But then after this, like it was just real time consuming, because I felt like I got a beat now. I got to write to this. Then I make another beat, or. So it was kind of a back and forth, and it was like I said, I enjoyed it, but it was just time consuming. But once I started either producers sending me music or me finding a song and buying it or whatever, it kind of freed up my time, and it would at least be more creative as far as like writing and stuff goes.
Yeah, it gives you way more time to just focus on like the writing part.
Like at some point I probably will stop rapping and just go back to like making beats, because I haven't made any beats in a while, but that's crazy though, because like I didn't even think I was gonna be making. Actually, I thought I started making beats. I rapped, but I did both. But I was like, okay, maybe I like the beats more than rapping. But then I kind of
switched over
it up a little bit. Yeah.
No, it's definitely cool to hear yourself on like being able to like write down something that's happening.
Like, damn,
And on top of that, you get a lot more girls when you're the rapper.
Yeah.
Or the singer.
Unless you mustard, right?
Oh yeah. I don't know about that.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's probably why a lot of the producers now they throw their tag in the beginning of the instrumentals before the rapper starts.
Exactly.
So people know who they are,
yes,
you know.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Makes sense.
But as far as you said, you guys are trying to get maybe get an album together at some point. Besides that, any other ventures or any other music? Do you guys listen to anything else that you guys?
It's mostly we've only really recorded reggaeton and trap, so it's like it's just the Spanish word for like Spanish rap, pretty much. Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah. So we have a couple songs in that genre too, but it's mostly reggaeton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now you have like, what is it, 4
We have
out?
4 songs out. We have another one coming out on the 13th. And then we have so many songs like just finished.
So you guys got enough to put out there. So
we have songs to just keep releasing every single week for like a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're taking it, spacing them out a little bit.
Yeah, so it's not like over flooded either and stuff. And
exactly.
Would you guys like be into like doing any other kind of music, like whether or like collaborating with other artists that aren't like reggaeton artists or anything like that? Or
I'd be open to it. Yeah.
Money's money.
Money is money. Money is money.
And so is promo.
Yeah.
So to me, it's kind of like everything's an open book.
Exactly. Yeah. We've never tried actually singing in English.
Oh
no.
No. We've never done a song in English, which is weird because.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we both speak like
you guys speak
perfect English.
Yeah.
Spanish is your first language or second?
I learned Spanish is my first language. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Spanish is my first language. I learned English in going to school.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Like elementary. Or
Yeah.
All right. We about to wrap this up, but once again, I want to say thanks to our special guest Teo. The music is dope, bro.
Thank you.
Can you let the people know where they can find you as far as like social media stuff like that?
Yeah. So on Spotify, I'm Teo B. My partner is Fino III. On Instagram, everything was just Teo B official. That's all the tags.
All right, for sure.
And on YouTube, we're Teo B and Fino.
Teo B and Fino.
It's
awesome, man. Any other plans? Anything else you want to let the people know?
Don't forget about that single coming out on February.
We got
13th.
Prohibido coming out. Yep, on the 13th.
13th February, right in time for Valentine's Day.
Right in time for Valentine's Day.
For sure.
It's a really good song. It's a really good song.
Is it a cuffing season song or?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'll be tuned in on that one.
That's what's up, man. But for sure, man, I just want to wish you the best. You guys are really talented.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just keep going at it. Keep pushing forward, and everything's gonna be good, man.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me too.
No, for sure.
All right.
But other than that, once again, we're wrapping it up. Blocc Talk with Chris and Smoke. I'm Smoke. This is Chris, and we out.